Hello, good afternoon to you from the Guildhall in Preston, the venue once again for this festival of indoor bowls, the Midland Bank World Championships, both singles and pairs events running concurrently, and a total prize fund of £140,000. The singles event has thrown up its fair share of surprises in the opening week. No fewer than 6 seeds have gone out of the competition in the first round. Among them, the #1 seed and defending champion, Mike Nicol of Guernsey, the outsider, beating Ian Schuback of Australia in 5 sets. And Schuback's defence of his title ends at the very first hurdle. But he was by no means the only seed to go, as you can see. The players' names outlined in white are those who are already through to the second round. Mervyn King of England, David Gourley of Scotland, Richard Corsie, twice a former winner, safely through, Gary Smith of England, Jeff Rabkin of Israel, Rob Perella of Australia, and John Price of Wales, also a former winner. And in the bottom half of the draw, a fairly comfortable win for Tony Allcock, the new favourite after the demise of the #1 and #2 seeds. He came through in straight sets against David Lamarcong of Jersey last night. Jim Muir of Scotland is through. Hugh Duff won the battle of the former champions, beating Terry Sullivan of Wales 3-2. David Bryant denied the chance of a 4th title, beaten 3-2 by Dennis Katunarik of Australia. Graham Robertson is through. Mel Biggs ending Willie Wood's hopes. Jim McCann through 3-2. And at the bottom there, another big surprise. Andy Thompson of England, the #2 seed, beaten 3-0 by Cameron Curtis. So that's the state of play in the singles event. In this programme, we are going to concentrate on the pairs, though, and only one first-round match remains to be played, and that's the match which sees the reappearance of that marvellous pairing of Tony Allcock and David Bryant of England, who have won this title no fewer than 6 times in the 7 years of its existence. They're in action this afternoon, and we'll see that match in just a moment. They've been drawn against the Welsh champions, Jonathan Forey from Llanelli and John Glover of Swansea. But there, again, is the state of play in the pairs event. Mosley and Rabkin through. In fact, no real surprises, only the 1-seeded pair going out at the bottom, or second from bottom there, Katunarik and Perella of Australia, going out to the Scottish pair of Ian Campbell and Robert Grant. So it's Allcock and Bryant against Forey and Glover. It's over 5 sets, remember, all the matches here. Each set won by the first player or first pair to reach 7 shots. And Allcock and Bryant started off like true champions. They took the opening sets 7-5, 7-3. In the third, though, they're trailing. It's 4-0 to the Welsh pair. And our commentators are Jimmy Davidson and John Bell.
Jonathan giving David Bryant a run for his money now.
Well, very good bowl this.
Yes, making David play. Very deliberate delivery action of Jonathan, and there's one or two top-class youngsters of a prolonged sort of ritual. They do say every delivery action unique as a fingerprint. There's something different about each one. It was a great effort. Turned that round the corner.
You can't quite see the peg. Lovely, thank you.
Better line actually than the first.
I heard Allcock and Bryant discussing how to play the backhand in this direction, and that if you delivered from the side of the mat, you can hold the bowl up. And that's exactly what happened with both those bowls, John. Tightish line.
Finished in a perfect position, protecting the head. John Glover's virtually forced into running at this now. Probably a forehand weight shot.
Yes, it's possible to get a split without moving the jack, John. Just possible.
He's also got his own blue ball, the side of the screen there, to work off.
Course again, something. Course again, something.
One gone.
Crikey.
Just half a ball wide in the area. Needed a better connection on the red ball. He got the outside of the blue one and pushed the red ball through clean. Forehand draw from Tony.
Yes, counting and didn't want to disturb the shot bowl.
That finished well as well. It hasn't broadened the target. Only a single ball target if John Glover decides to run at it.
More controlled weight this time. Trying to move the bowl onto the jack to receiving bowl, but he's wide of the line.
Beautiful weight, Tony. Yeah, that looks
Last bowl of the end, and I think you'd bet on Tony Allcock drawing another here.
Yeah, he does it. Yeah, he does it. You're right. Yeah, come on.
Tony Allcock holding to last bowl of the end, draws the third perfectly. 3 in 1 chunk. Wales 4, England 3. Got right back into the set.
The English pair certainly needed that end. The Welsh boys have been playing with a lot of confidence this set. Getting better as the game goes on. Change of length from David Bryant. Quite a short one.
Hasn't phased young Jonathan. Good bowl.
Beat your own for shot 2 feet.
Sorry?
Your own ball is 2 feet. If you beat it 6 inches, you're for shot. Definitely.
Jack about 27 yards from the front of the mat.
Well, better green than the first. A little bit more run now. Come on. Come on, a little bit more.
You'd almost think the bowls were listening as Tony talks to them. Jonathan, similar bowl, pick up the jack. These are the bowls waiting. It's close.
Great try. Two balls are finished in a cracking position. Backhand draw. Ideally trying to pick the jack up and take it to his own blue ball. Just kiss it on the outside.
Tony risking the possibility of squashing the jack through.
Come on, all the way back. Come on.
Inch perfect. But
Well, that's a precision shot by Tony Allcock. Weight judged to perfection.
but in doing so has framed the jack. And if John Glover can pick it up, he's got 2 weight in, they need 3 for the set.
Just needs to be over a draw to make the best of the position. Doesn't want a lot of weight.
Got that shade too much, John. Didn't give it time to bend.
Well, the back position looking ominous for Tony and David now. I'm sure that Tony will be trying to put a back ball in, cover these back blue balls.
The fact that it is such a short jack increases the possibilities from the Welsh point of view of finding just the right line and weight. So, as John Bell says, it's got to be a case of covering the back.
Okay. Okay. Catch the ball. That's all right.
Well, I'm not certain he tried to play that, John.
Measure for 2 anyway. Same shot, though, John.
I think he was trying to make it
Best weight.
more difficult for John Glover. Took the shot away, but he obviously could have, another foot, he would have given 2 shots away. A very brave shot.
And the result, John, is that there's a wider target for John Glover to squeeze the jack through. If he can make a contact with the nearest red disc bowl and squeeze the jack through, he could win the set.
Better line. Oh, you're close, John. You are close. Oh, bend the touch. You got it. Full ball.
Made 2. Well, you can hear what the crowd thought of that shot.
Just enough weight to punch the shot ball of Tony's onto the jack. 2 shots to blue. Well played.
Those 2 shots give the Welsh pair a 6-3 lead in the 3rd set, having lost the first 2. The Welsh taking the mat up the green again. They've harvested a fair number of shots from this position, but not starting that way. That one can't count.
Yes, wanting 1 shot for the set. Certainly overplayed that one.
Keep running now. Keep running. Yeah, you're not too bad at all. That's all right. Good start. We just went in.
Chance for Jonathan to make amends. Wants a front toucher, really. That'll do for now. He's got the shot.
Yeah. Better line. Better line. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Well, this.
And that's been a great characteristic of David Bryant during his playing days. When the chips are down, it brings the best out of him.
Skips love shots like that. Just needs to reach.
It's all right.
Well, it's another second. Gives him another option with his next ball. Tony would like to draw another shot just behind the jack, preferably.
Good. This looks good. Let's see, does it? Just run out, Tony. Probably fair shot.
Through the one. Just try and draw it, is it? Yeah, it's all it's got.
Well, John's got another good option here. He can afford to run it. A weighted shot, playing onto that ball, pushing it through the gap, leaving himself one, at least one. It'll do him for the set.
Right. Same sort of ball, David.
Well, now this is the position. If you can sit that ball down, that'd be enough to move the jack to 3. Just got to draw onto it.
Touch the shot bowl, move the jack slightly. It would be 3.
Might have got away with the weight.
One shot agreed. So England now 4, Wales 6, third set. And whenever they've had the mat in their hands in this set, they're also taking it up the green. Fairly sure thing that this is going to be an extended length.
Set hotting up now. English boys looking for a 3 to give them the match. Well, he gave it every chance.
David Bryant would want to give his skip 2 shots when he goes to the mat. And so far, working to plan.
Great start for David Bryant.
He's not thinking about using weight, John.
Certainly should be looking for getting a...
He is. Well, he rather pulled it across his body.
Well, I was lost for words there, Jim. I didn't expect him to do that. He's been playing so well this set. He could have been drawing again. Quite capable of drawing the shot there.
I suppose what went through his mind was that if he got it, it would be a killer blow. Wanting one for the set, and they mustn't forget that England need 3 for the set, and they're holding 2 of them.
Tony Allcock would be quite happy to turn the jack a foot or so, make it a little safer.
Well, John Glover, the skip, is much more experienced, and I think he'll draw John. He's got to.
Well, he could go for gold, go for the jack. I've got the best back ball, but I think he'd be better employed going for the draw, at least cutting the back red ball out, cutting it down to 2. Backhand draw. He's been playing this hand very well in this direction.
Got a chance. Well, it's pretty close, but I rather fancy that England still hold the shot, and that's vital. Remember, the Welsh only need a single.
Another great drawing ball up here on the backhand by John Glover. Doesn't get the jack full.
Chip it in, right?
I'm thinking, I'll play there, I'll stick.
I reckon, yeah, I'm sure that you might fade across on the way. Anyway, you've only got a nudge for the
Tony sticking to the backhand as well. He's got his own ball to promote, or just come inside for the shot.
Well, Bryant says we're definitely shot now, but heard he and Tony agreed that they're probably already holding 1. Now then, John, they've only got 1 ball in the head. He mustn't remove that, yep. But there's a bowl not in picture at the moment. There it is, bottom left, that belongs to the Welsh.
Well, he's got a similar shot available to Tony Allcock. John can play the forehand and turn his own blue ball in for shot. He's got the option on the forehand, drawing in there for the shot, or onto that ball, turning it in for shot. More difficult on the other side. On the other side, he's got the danger of onto the 2 opposition balls, and got the finest of lines to get in there. More difficult on the backhand.
I think they're choosing the backhand because he's more comfortable on that hand. John has played some cracking bowls on it. A big bowl. He very nearly turned that one in. Welsh asking for a measure for second, but indicating that they fancied that there were 2 down. Already 1 conceded. This is whether England have got 2 to level the score at 6-all. Two shots it is. So 6-all, 3rd set. England winning the first 2 sets, so 1 shot for England to win the match, or 1 shot for the Welsh to stay in the match. Again, a full-length jack cast by David Bryant on this very important end.
Jonathan going back onto the forehand, avoiding David Bryant's first ball. Played this hand a lot in the earlier part of the game. He should know what it does.
Perfect weight.
2 feet.
2 feet, and it's the shot ball.
Sorry?
2 feet, and it's the shot. Yours.
My ball is shot.
2 feet, the shot.
Well, the game plan to pass his own short bowl, which is holding shot at the moment.
You stop bending. You stop bending. Just keep bending. Keep bending.
Well, David Bryant renowned for his pressure shots, wanting 1 for the match, and there he is, within a foot. Great play.
Another drive from Jonathan. Again, pulled it a little. Well, it switched to the forehand, and David Bryant's shot bowl finished in the wrong position for him. We'll keep in drawing on the forehand. This sort of situation, John, what they keep in mind is who has the last bowl.
Well, it's obviously going to be very difficult for John Glover to draw the shot, the position that's there, so Tony could be trying for a position shot behind the head.
Right it. Well, that's great.
Well, this is the first time I've seen John Glover play, but it tends to favour the draw. But, there's not a lot of drawing room there for him.
He could go for gold, he could go for the jack on the backhand. It is possible. Jack right through the gap, clean into the ditch, sit on top of it, 1 shot and the set.
Certainly Jonathan Forey was trying to encourage him to use weight, as he did.
The front red ball is a good guide, just needs to be inside that.
Well, he is playing backhand. Controlled weight.
Big look. Big look. The jack.
Oh, that was unlucky. A very good effort, particularly at that weight.
Great try. He needed the jack clean into the ditch.
And second,
Got a butt connection on the back ball.
touch him in the ditch. Well, now, like, but if the jack goes, but if it comes over here, it's probably going dead. So it's just a question which way it goes. That would be probably good if he came through there, look. Or anywhere around here, you'd be right. You can't do both, but I think you got to on the other.
That's an understatement. You can't do two things with the one ball.
Draw in front of that jack.
Well, you could draw the jack round the corner if you fancy that.
I think he's had about 4 options so far, but I think Tony will play in a receiving position.
Oh, you're coming very well, whatever happens.
Looking to tuck the jack round behind the ball, out of sight. That's a good second.
Well, John Glover left with 1 bowl to stay in the championship. I think the best he can hope for, John, is to kill the head.
Well, he's got to play weight, really. That's a percentage shot. He could actually get shot into the ditch. He's got to touch her in the ditch. And there it is, lurking at the back. Needs to hit the outside of the jack, through into the ditch.
Well, it's a 2.5-inch target, and he's got to hit the right side of it. He's close, you know. No. So, great effort by the Welsh in that 3rd set, but Tony and David get the single they needed to go into the next round. They win the set 7-6, and the match 3 sets to love.
And David Bryant kindly providing us with commentary as well. So Allcock and Bryant will now meet Bill Mosley of South Africa and Jeff Rabkin of Israel in the quarter-finals. And those have gone very much with seeding only Campbell and Grant at the bottom there, upsetting the seeding in the pairs event. But